Dattatreya is a unified incarnation of the Supreme Trinity Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva. He is described in the Mahabharata as an exceptional rishi with extraordinary insights and knowledge who was adored and raised to a guru and an avatar of Vishnu in the Puranas. Dattatreya is stated in these texts to having renounced the world and leaving his home at an early age to lead a monastic life. Dattatreya is portrayed with 3 heads, with the Vishnu head facing forward and the Brahma and Shiva heads facing right and left. He is often depicted having 6 hands, 4 dogs standing front of the divine cow and a wish-fulfilling tree. His 2 hands at the bottom hold the Japamala and the Kamandala, portraying Lord Brahma, the god of creation. The 2 hands in the middle hold Damaru and Trishula, portraying Lord Shiva, the god of destruction. The rest 2 hands on the top hold Shankha and Sudarshan Chakra, portraying Lord Vishnu, the god of preservation, and in total he portrays himself to be an avatar and the combined form of Trimurti and a manifestation of the Parabrahma. Guru Dattatreya is the son of Rishi Atri and his wife Anasuya. Atri was born to Lord Brahma. He practiced severe penance and attained Brahma Gyan. He married Anasuya, the daughter of sage Kardama, and his wife Devahuti. Anasuya, as the name indicates, was devoid of any taint of envy. She was a noble woman, an embodiment of chastity, who was devoted to her husband and always followed the path of Dharma. Legend has it that Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva decided to take a test of Anasuya. They appeared at her ashram in the form of saints. As Sage Atri was not in the ashram, she attended to their needs. The saints told her that they were performing a different kind of austerity and wanted someone who would serve them food naked. Anasuya could not refuse food to the saints, so she agreed to serve them food naked. So powerful was the chastity of Anasuya that her purity turned the 3 saints into newborn infants. Anasuya suddenly felt like she was a mother and fed the 3 babies with milk from her breast. Thus, she gave alms to the Trimurtis in the way they wanted it. Soon Rishi Atri returned and realized that these 3 babies were Trimurtis who had come to fulfill the wish of Anasuya. It is said that Goddess Saraswati, Goddess Lakshmi and Goddess Parvati then appeared before Anasuya and pleaded to her to restore the Trimurtis to their original form. She was offered a boon by the goddesses. As a boon, Anasuya asked Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva to be born as her son. The 3 gods were then born as Dattatreya to Anasuya. Dattatreya narrated the secrets of Vedanta to Lord Subramanya, and this teaching later came to be known as Avadhuta Gita. The young Dattatreya is famous in the Hindu texts as the one who started with nothing and without teachers, yet reached self-awareness by observing nature during his wanderings and treating these natural observations as his 24 teachers. The 24 gurus that Dattatreya found in nature and society became very famous and is part of several scriptures. Some of them were earth, wind, fire, sky, water, moon, sun, pigeons, python, snakes, and more. There is an interesting story in Dattatreya Mahatmya about Lord Dattatreya defeating demons with the help of goddess Lakshmi. The demon army led by the demon king Jambha defeated the Devas. He became the ruler of the 3 worlds. On the advice of Brihaspati, the gods went to the hermitage of Dattatreya and asked for his help. Goddess Lakshmi was living in the hermitage of Dattatreya during the time. They promised to help the Devas. A plan was hatched, and the Devas were to get the demons to the ashram of Dattatreya. As per the plan, Devas attacked the demons. When the demons retaliated, the Devas took refuge in the ashram of Dattatreya. Demons soon reached the ashram. However, when they saw the beautiful goddess Lakshmi by the side of Dattatreya, they were filled with passion. They decided to kidnap her. Dattatreya then told the Devas that due to the immoral behavior of the demons, they have lost their powers and strength. On hearing this, Devas attacked the demons and defeated them. According to a story in the Brahma Purana, it is believed that Kartavirya Arjuna had 1,000 arms due to the blessing of Lord Dattatreya. Kartavirya Arjuna wanted to obtain supernatural powers. He took the advice of Sage Garga for getting his desires fulfilled. Sage Garga asked Kartavirya Arjuna to offer prayers to Lord Dattatreya, who was an incarnation of the Trimurti. Therefore, Kartavirya Arjuna and his wife went to Narmada river and took bath in the river and did penance to please Lord Dattatreya. Dattatreya was in intense meditation in a nearby place. Pleased with the penance of the king, Dattatreya asked him what boon he wanted. Kartavirya Arjuna asked for 1,000 arms, and Dattatreya granted his wishes. There is another story that narrates the encounter of Vishnu Bhakt Prahlad with Lord Dattatreya. When Prahlad grew up and became the king, he enjoyed many pleasures. From worldly point of view, he lacked nothing. Yet, in an unknown corner of his heart, a thorn of discontent had taken root, and gradually it began to trouble him. After advice by scholars, he undertook a journey around the world to find answers to his questions. In due course of time, he reached Sahyadri regions on the bank of Kaveri river in South India. On the banks of Kaveri river, Prahlad saw a sage rolling in sand and mud. Prahlad felt that he was not an ordinary man. Immediately he approached the sage, and with humility he opened up with all the questions he had about birth, death, and other spiritual aspects of his existence. The sage told the king with an unworldly attitude he can remove what little doubt he has about the nature of the world. He then goes on to educate Prahlad about Maya and how to release oneself from the cycle of birth and death and attain moksha. Prahlad now had a clearer view of the world. He closed his eyes and bowed before the sage. When he opened his eyes slowly, he saw before him Lord Dattatreya with a sweet and gentle smile on his face. Dattatreya is an embodiment of wisdom. Even though he is essentially a wandering monk, the sacred Audambar or the fig tree is considered to be his special abode. His form itself is profound in its meaning. His body is smeared with ashes, indicating purity, detachment, and dispassion. The trident he holds is a symbol of him transcending the illusionary world. The chakra and the discus denote salvation. The conch, the eternal sound Om, and the rosary he has signifies meditation. Also, the accompanying dogs symbolize the 4 Vedas and also the 4 Yugas, while the holy cow denotes Mother Earth and also abundance.